topic of today's video is realizing that your life isn't always about you. You know, God puts us on this planet for a reason, and sometimes you may go through things in life, and it may be to better somebody else's life. So you may go through some bullshit in your life, and you might think, damn, why the fuck am I going through this? But you might have went through it so you could help 10 or 15 or 20, 30, 100 other people that have been through the same thing. So, for example, you might lose a homeboy, and that shit might fuck you up, one of your brothers type shit. You might lose him, you know what I mean? Whatever way he died, gun violence, or just a tragic car accident, whatever it may be, right? And be like, damn, this shit fucking me up. I'm depressed. I'm going through all of this, right? But God might take you through certain phases of your life for you to become better and learn certain things so that you can help other brothers, you know, be able to deal with their emotions if they lost a brother too. You already went through it. So, okay, if there's other people that's going through it, you can help them, okay, how to, you know, transmit that negative energy to something positive, you know, to do positive things instead of coping with the wrong things, you know what I mean? Whether that be taking drugs, whether that be perks, sipping drink, whether that be drinking alcohol, whatever it may be, you know what I mean? So the point of this video is just really to say, like, you know, your life is not always just about you. You may be placed in rooms that you don't want to be in so you can speak to other people. If y'all know, I'm on papers right now, y'all, and they put me in a substance abuse class, and I don't take substances. You know, when I got arrested, I didn't have substances in my system, or when I take my test at my PO office, I don't have drugs in my system. You know, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to take this class, y'all. My case is already 25,000 plus, you know, 25K $1,000 plus for my case. And, you know, I do everything good on probation. I've been showing up on time. I'm passing my tests. I'm working a job. You know, everything I'm supposed to do on probation, right? But they still put me in this substance abuse class. And I told myself, I'm like, damn, you know, when I get evaluated for it, I hope I don't have to go. Come to find out, regardless of the fact, whether they test me or not, I was going to have to do it or not, you know. But my thing about it, I was mad. I'm like, damn, you know, I don't abuse substances. I don't have no drugs in my system. When I go see my PO, I don't have no drugs in my system. When I got arrested, what's the reason for me putting me in the substance abuse class? But if y'all know me, I'm a wise person, you know what I mean? I like to motivate people, I like to uplift people, make people, you know, better versions of themselves and do better and take care of themselves and, you know, eat healthy, go to the gym. You know, I like to uplift people. So looking at it my way, I might have been like, damn, yo, I got to drive an hour to this class once a week, y'all. I got to pay this money to these people. I don't even take substances. I'm doing everything right on probation while they put me in this class. But through God's eyes, it might be a reason like, okay, you're not taking no substance. You have been doing everything right, but I want to put you in this class so you can help people battling addiction and battling depression and problems in their life so you can help uplift them. You might have went through this and be put in this class so that you could voice your, you know, your light and speak the things that you speak and speak your wisdom so you can help somebody else. Something that you say in that class might help somebody else in a drastic way. So in my head at first, I'm like, damn, why am I put in this class? But like, if you think about it in God's eyes, God might have put me in this class just so I can help other people. He might know, okay, like, you're not a person that's taking substances, but you're a person that encourages motivation. You encourage people to be a better version of yourself. You encourage people to go to the gym, eat healthy, and try to figure out a way to not abuse substances and do the positive things. So maybe he put me in the class, okay, no, I don't do substances, but for me to encourage other people and spread my light to other people, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say, y'all, you got to realize sometimes God has a path and a journey for you. You might want something else, but he may need you to do something else. And like I said, your life isn't always about you. You may be placed here to help others. Maybe here to give back to the elderly, you know what I mean? Like my woman, she's in the medical field. You know, she helps elderly people. She really taking care of people's granddad and grandmas, and that's a big role. You know, that's a good energy thing in God's eyes because we give it back to the old people. You taking care of them. So I'm saying that to say, y'all, you may be placed in this world to do positive things for other people, you know? And it may not even be speaking. It might be, you know, you at work. It may be you giving back. It may be you just cooking for people. It may be you just opening your mouth or talking, whatever it may be. But y'all just got to realize, you know, we're not placed here for everything that we want. You know what I mean? Like, we're here to pour in other people's life and to sow in other people. And your mission or your journey that you think that you have mapped out might not go the way that you want it. That doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't mean it's wrong. It's how we perceive it. But God has a plan for all of us. And we're here for a reason, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying that to say y'all realize that your life is not just about you. You could be here to uplift other people. You know, it's a person that might watch this video and take the things that I'm preaching and saying and may go further than me. You know what I mean? We all got our own gifts. We're all on our own journey. And, you know, we all just got to, you know, look to God and just realize, you know, okay, we all got a purpose. But certain things that we think is supposed to be this way might be done another way, you know? You can't be mad at that, you know? Just continue on your journey, trust in God, believe, you know, and strive to be a better version of yourself every day, and you're going to be good. But the point of this video, as I just repeated, is, you know, we're not placed here just for us. You know, our life is not just about us. We may be here to do certain things, and we may leave, you know what I mean? Every day is not promised, but you just got to have faith in God and realize, like, okay, God wants me to do what he want to do. I might be up and down, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, but God might have a different plan, you know? You might have you might have wanted to move to Cali, but God put you in Arizona. You might be like, damn, I prayed for Cali, I spent my money, I did everything right, I've been doing everything right. The whole time you might go to Arizona and meet people, and they might put you in a different position in your life. You know, you might went to Cali, and you might have went to Cali so bad, but something wrong happened in Cali. But now you put you in Arizona, and now you got a whole different type of career you're doing, or a whole different type of business you're doing. You never know how things work, you know what I mean? God's plans, you know. Even with my case, y'all, like, I didn't want me to be on probation. I wanted my case to not even keep escalating, but it did. But it it changed my perspective, and it changed where I'm living at. You know what I mean? If I didn't had this cage job, I would have still been in VA, and who knows what I would have been doing in VA. You know what I mean? I'm in a whole different state now. So, you know, shit happens in mysterious ways. Like through the bad, I got blessed. You know what I mean? You see the background, you see the palm trees and shit, you see the sun. You know what I mean? Y'all see a different me being out here. So you know what I mean? I'm in a different energy. I'm in a different, you know, level of my life now. So I'm just saying that to say you gotta realize, like, through the bad, it be good. And certain shit we perceive to be bad ain't always bad. You know what I mean? But God has a purpose for everybody, and you just gotta realize and learn, and then you gotta walk on your path. You know what I mean? You gotta do the things to connect with God, so God can speak to you, for you to realize, okay, everything's not gonna work how I want it to work, but God has a plan for all of us. You know what I mean? We God's children. God is in us, and there's God. So that's all I gotta say. Let's our family, love, peace, blessings. I hope y'all doing good, and just realize your life ain't always about you. You know what I mean? God has a purpose for everybody. Everybody got a gift and everybody got a talent. You got to tap into it. But I would say the way that you tap into it is by taking care of your body, praying to God and having that relationship with him, and having faith and just knowing that, okay, God got me no matter how this shit goes or how I might perceive it to be bad. God got me. You know, God walking with me. As long as you pray to him, as long as you give him time, and as long as you do the things and live righteously, you gonna be good. You know what I mean? Just trust. But Lil Sir family, we back. This is a talk channel. I hope y'all doing good. Like I said, love, peace, blessings. Hope y'all striving to be better versions of yourself. I thank God for, you know, giving me a second chance, you know, because I could have been locked up right now. You know what I mean? Yes, hella money, yes, hella time, yes, hella shit I had to go through before shit got situated to where I'm at now, having a crib and, you know, back moving around how I was moving. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Shit could have been worse. And everybody might feel like their life is the worst, but it's always somebody going through it worse. So just realize, you know, hey, just realize what I said. I know I did a lot of yapping, but love, peace, blessings, let's serve out.